Hi everybody, Eve Everett here, and this is what 25 pounds of bulk jewelry from Goodwill looks like. Now, if you've been paying attention, you've probably heard a lot of interesting tales about resellers buying bulk jewelry from Goodwill. And, what I did is I bought a box of costume jewelry. It was auctioned and I got it. And I am actually going to go through this at the same time as you will actually be seeing it. So, hopefully we'll find some good stuff in here. Now keep in mind, the people that say they're finding 14 karat gold and gemstones, they are bidding on the gold tone and silver tone jewelry boxes in bulk. Or they're buying jewelry in bulk from other venues besides Goodwill. It's certainly not the only place that you can find this stuff. I can only speak to my experience. I was told that they always, at least the one that I got this from, likes to put, an Easter egg, so to speak, in here. And I've bought from them bulk stuff before, and for the most part, I've been really satisfied and done very well. This is by far the largest purchase of bulk jewelry, sight unseen, that I've bought. So let's dive right in and see what there is to see. Okay, so I'm just giving this a real cursory glance, and so far I am pretty happy. I found some nappie. I found a lot of signed jewelry. Some of the brands I've not heard of before. Some of the items look artisan, like something you'd see in the J. Jill catalog or Sundance. So I will have to research some of the signed jewelry. There's also a lot of pretty decent vintage jewelry in it so far, which is great because that's my thing. I love doing vintage. I get a lot of joy out of doing vintage. I don't know why. Probably because my parents were antique dealers for many years. I mean, pretty much lived in it. So, maybe that's part of it. So, there are a couple drawbacks so far. First of all, things are heinously tangled. So I know that for some of you, that's a deal breaker. Who has the time, right? I don't even have any real skill about untangling things. There's always that one person in the group that can untangle anything in like 3 seconds. I'm not that person. Another thing so far that's kind of been a problem, excuse my fingers there, a little bit of the jewelry so far has been broken, which is a shame because I found this to be a very pretty piece and very interesting, but it's broken, so what am I going to do with that? So, like you can see, I've like barely touched the surface of this stuff. Oh, and there's a lot of, so far there seems to be a lot of ethnic jewelry, which is fine because I do ethnic textiles, so that works very well with what I already know. So I can recognize where some of these are from. And some of it's junk, obviously. Oh, that's neat. I hope I find another one. That was pretty awesome. Like Wall Street or Graphs or whatever. Like real nerdy. It's kind of kooky looking, right? God, my hands are a wreck. I need a serious manicure, people. I apologize. Gross. Alright. I don't know. Like I said, excuse me, I'm trying to stand up. I mean, this is actually, oh, that's cool. Look at that. That's a pretty cool thing. I wonder if that's Bakelite. I bet you it's not, but that's a pretty cool piece. There's a lot of modern, contemporary jewelry. Ooh, That looks like fun. You know, I see a little bit of kids junk. Like here's a, you know, who cares, right? God. Jesus. You know, I'm starting to feel a little overwhelmed here. I probably shouldn't. I mean, I really, you know, one of the things is, you know how it is. You get done a long day of bidding on stuff, and then you bring it home, and it's like, ah, the spoils of war, you know. Well, I'm being facetious, obviously. It's not the same thing, but looks like there's some pretty cool stuff in here. You know, I know you guys got a lot to do. Oh, check that out. Woohoo! Holy Toledo. That's like Soul Train type stuff. Remember Climax? Meeting in the Ladies' Room? Remember that song? I used to love that group. Tina Marie. Anyway, so I'm going to go through this in more detail. Obviously. Oh, check them out. There's a lot to go through. And I actually have some deadlines I have to meet for a couple other projects I'm working on. So there will be a part 2 to this where, you know, I'll go through, I'll tell you what I spent, I'll tell you where I'm definitely going to make money, I'll tell you if this is going to be a fail or not. But, you know, it's a lot of fun. And I know somewhere down here is the hidden Easter egg they told me about, so we'll see. Alright guys, this is part 1, and I hope you have fun kind of going through what I've showed you so far. Really wish I could spend more time checking everything out, but like I said, I got some stuff I got to work on, so I will be back for part 2. Thanks for watching. Oh, and hey, subscribe, will you? See ya.